thank you to Audible for sponsoring today's video. Hi everyone, I'm Gabriel Zamora, and thank you so much for watching. So for today's video, we are cooking with Gabriel. It is I don't know, I guess we can call it a series where I just cook things on the internet for you. I've now cooked 2 amazing things for y'all. I cooked salsa verde and pepino with hot Cheetos. It's like cooking to an extent, totally get that. But for today's video, we are cooking none other than my favorite dish that my mother makes, flautas. Is my manipola? No, it's not. So whenever I go back home to Houston, my mom always makes me flautas, and I'm obsessed with flautas. I think it's like, I don't know, one of the best fucking meals ever. I wanted to see if I could recreate the dish just by being sent instructions. I'm testing out my Latina-ness in cooking Latina food. So without further ado, let's make some flautas. I went to Vallarta and I bought a bunch of stuff. My mom sent me like a list of all the things that I'll need to be able to make the flautas. So this is kind of everything that I purchased. So I bought some donuts, I bought some takis, some conchas, and then we have some food in here. Ew, something leaked in there. Ew. Then food in here, food in here. Green salsa verde, motherfuckers. When it's so before I actually make the dish, I'm actually gonna make salsa verde because it's gonna go on top of the flautas. So currently I'm watching my how to make salsa verde video because I kind of forgot, to be quite honest. I think I need to make like a little Gabriel Zamora cookbook, and it's not to like sell it, but like sometimes like I want to remember the recipes, but I don't remember them all in my head. So I kind of like want to write them down. So currently, if you would like to know how to make the salsa verde, go down below. I'll link it down below. Before we get into making this meal, I want to let you know about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is actually Audible. I've worked with them a couple of times, which really excites me because it's actually a service that I use. A little bit about Audible, it's a subscription service and you get an audiobook. I am very impatient and I feel like my mind really runs wild. So listening to audiobooks has allowed me to kind of be able to concentrate while doing things. Love to listen to audiobooks while I'm cooking because I notice that if I watch YouTube videos, I'm getting distracted and I end up burning the food. And if I'm watching like a movie or anything, I get too distracted if it's a visual thing. I don't know if that's just me, but I notice that when I listen to audiobooks, I'm able to just pay attention to the food as well as like listening to a book and like learning. My current obsession that I'm listening to is NLP, The Essential Guide to Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It looks like this. I'm really obsessed with the human mind and psychology, and it really helps me understand not only why I do certain things, but as well as why other people do certain things and how sometimes we do things that we subconsciously are totally unaware of. So it makes me just understand me. It makes me understand kind of my family, my friends, and just the world in general, which I really like. And some other books that I've listened to is You Are a Badass. Love that one. I listened to Becoming by Michelle Obama. These are all the books that I actually have. And even though I am doing a sponsorship with Audible, I pay for these books myself. These are the books that I actually pick myself, as you can see. And you don't have to keep them all on your phone. If you don't have a whole lot of storage, you can delete them off your phone, but it's actually attached to your account. If you go to audible.com/Zamora, you will be able to get a 30-day free trial with Audible, as well as if you text Zamora to 500, you'll get a link so you can start your 30-day free trial. You get 1 free book as well as 2 Audible originals. Sometimes you don't want to just listen to the same book over and over, and the Audible originals are short little stories sometimes, and it's really fun because it's not a whole commitment to a giant book. Sometimes it's like an hour, sometimes it's 2, and it's like a fun little, the 2 Audible originals come with every month as well as the 1 book, so make sure you check it out down below. It'll be the first link on the description. Okay everyone, now that I have my green salsa made, it's time to get into making the flautas. And for that, I will be needing the following ingredients. Tortillas de Guerrero, so you're just gonna need tortillas, preferably the Guerrero ones. Toothpicks, but I don't have toothpicks, so we're just gonna skip that part. You can either put shredded chicken in the flauta, you can put potato in the flauta, and then you can put refried or regular beans. So I'm gonna do refried beans in my flautas because that to me is gonna be the easiest. If this is your first time making it, like my first time, the beans will be just a lot easier. And then as you progress, you can actually progress into the chicken because it has to be like, It has to be too much. So I feel like refried beans are gonna be the best. These are the ones that I'm using today. These are by La Costeña, just refried pinto beans. Where can you find them? If you can find like a Spanish grocery store, that would be best. Next, you're gonna need either a head of lettuce or a head of cabbage. The reason why I'm using lettuce today is because I have this lettuce head and I haven't really used it in a while. So I'm just gonna use it, but preferably for me, I actually like to use cabbage. It has more of a crunch, and if you're like me and you like to put a lot of salsa on top of your like food and flautas, generally the lettuce tends to get a little wobbly and like wet, and the cabbage tends to keep that crunchiness to it, which I really like. So completely up to you, but for today's sake, we're gonna be using a lettuce head. And then for the crema, you're gonna get, I don't think it's sour, oh, grade A sour cream. It is sour cream, oh, okay. I didn't know crema was sour cream. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Whatever. Okay, so today, this is the crema that I'm using. This is crema salvadoreña. There was crema latina, there was crema mexicana, and crema salvadoreña. And my mom said that the crema salvadoreña is just a little bit more flavorful, so I'm gonna hold her to it. That kind of like yellowish crema is what I remember growing up with, so this is what it looks like. And then you're just gonna need some queso fresco, and queso fresco is just gonna be like fresh cheese that you're just gonna like basically, I don't know, like do this. You're gonna need your salsa verde, and you're gonna need vegetable oil because you're gonna be frying them. So I'm going based off of my mom's instructions. I low-key feel like it's some sort of like collab with my mom because she sent me over the instructions on how to cook this. She sent me over the ingredients, and I'm just hopeful that I just like know how to make this. So you're just gonna grab your beans. I'm gonna grab the pot where I was making my green salsa, and I'm just gonna grab some olive oil just so that it doesn't get stuck to it, I guess you can say. And we're gonna grab our refried beans. It looks like cat food. I even bought one of these things that like smushes beans, so I'm kind of excited. Trying to heat them up. I don't have to basically squish them. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do refried beans, because if you wanted to do regular beans, you would have to mush them so that they go into the taco a lot easier and they stay in there. So step one, start the beans, done. I put around that much of vegetable oil. I just heard that vegetable oil is like a little bit better. And you're just gonna put enough oil to where when you put it in there, it's going to be enough for it to fry. So next you're gonna grab 10 tortillas. If 10 tortillas is too many for you, just pay attention to how many flautas you actually wanna make. And for this video, I'm gonna be making around like 15 flautas. I'm super hungry, so don't judge me. So then you're gonna put them right here in the napkin. You're gonna flip them over, and you're gonna put them in the microwave for 1 minute. And for the beans, I actually added more. I would actually keep it on lower, keep it at around 2 just to heat it up. Put more beans in because you don't want to cook too few, if that makes sense. So I'd rather have more beans because I could just eat them in the morning with like breakfast. It is 28.9 ounces and I'm using half of it. Oil is ready, tortillas are out, and basically what you want to do is you're gonna put the beans in there, you're gonna roll it up. Okay, you guys, so one of the things that I'm noticing is that it definitely pops, so be a little bit cautious. I decided to just make them out first, roll them out, and then to avoid any popping, I'm placing them in as I go. And then just check on them. Once you see that they're nice and golden, you want to flip them over, just like that. Okay, you guys, so the flautas are now done. This is what they're gonna look like. They're nice and crispy and delicious, and the beans are in there. And what you're gonna do is now is to present them. Like, so you're just gonna grab a few. I generally like to eat around 5 at a time. And then you're gonna grab your crema salvadoreña. And I like to start with the crema first because it's like the base. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just kind of like adding a layer to it so that it's sticky. And everything else just kind of sticks to it, but it tastes really, really good. So you're gonna grab your diced up lettuce and you're just gonna sprinkle that on top of the flautas. It doesn't have to be perfect. It always ends up falling anyway. You always end up eating it with your hands. So then you're gonna grab your salsa, and depending on how spicy you want your flautas, you can add however much salsa you like. Just like that. And then last but not least, you're gonna grab your queso fresco and you're just gonna grab a piece like so. And I don't know how you say it in English, but lo vas a desbaratar, which is like make it fall apart. How do you say that in English?
Make it fall apart?
No, like cheese. Like this is what I'm doing. Like,
oh, like break it up?
Break it up?
Yeah, break it up.
Right? So this is what my meal looks like, you guys. I hope you really like it. This was so fun. I'm actually I have to try it first. Let's see. We're ending the video. It's good. It's bomb. Try it out. If you do try it out, let me know down in the comment section down below. Tag me on Instagram. Tag me on Twitter. Let me know that you are now making flautas. Bitch. Don't you live? Don't you live? If you made this, you know. Oh. Okay, video's done. I'm done. I need to go eat. I love you guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and until next time, bye everyone.